Hey, what up, y'all? Good evening. Happy Tuesday to all of you. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that I'm sorry I'm late, even though I'm late. I'm legit late. But we are here. My name's Steve. I stream Star Trek Online, or at least that's what I'm doing now. I actually play a broad variety of games, but I can't stop playing this one. We're gonna do the Red Alert event real quick because it takes zero time, and I do want to make sure that I get it done. I've only got a couple days done so far. See, I've got 2 and I need 5, and I really want to get 5. So let's line up for the Borg one because it clicks over pretty quick. Still having the invalid entity name issue. I'm not quite sure what causes that. I will tell you that I do think it's not the best that it is still there, like constantly. Okay, good. The first contact event starts tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. Okay, Moki, you gotta meet it. I'm launching fighters, kitty cat. All right, launch fighters. Let's do that, and go to full impulse. Target the nearest cube. Emergency power to weapons. Modulate direct energy. Phasers fire at will. Or not, because that guy is far more badass than I am. Jeepers. Will we even get there in time to shoot at it? Yes, we did. Fire torpedoes. I mean, overload beams, I guess. Let's make them count. And let's even tilt towards them. Hit them with the lance. Uh-oh. Torpedo. Can we fire at that torpedo? We aren't gonna need to. Cube is done for. Yay! I do like that I got to participate a little. That makes me happy. Let's see if we can't get a piece of that one over there. Disruptor turret. No gracias.
You will become one.
Oh, hush. All right, so we're not gonna get to that one over there. There's a sphere. Let's see if we can't get a piece of that guy. Phasers fire at will. Emergency power to weapons. Launch fighters. That guy is done for. All right. The not at all phallic Borg thing pops in. You know what? Let's not even make that joke. We're just not going to make the joke anymore. Even though I will say, do think that they could have gone for maybe a slightly different shape on that.
Resistance detected. Unit matrix 0047.
Dutch, good to see you. Dax, how are ya? This team is slow? Oh my goodness. It's probably me that's slowing them down. It's not them. It's me, I'm sure of it. Artillery? It is me that is slowing them down. There we go. We will take discovery marks. Tim, good to see you. I'm very glad to see all of y'all. I hope your Tuesday is going real well. Commander Flores, let's get the F out of here. Are you guys excited for like the freebies we're going to get? I have to tell you, I am pretty psyched about it. All right, cat. No. Man. Let's see here. What episode are we on? We're on the Iconian War. We did, you know what, this Delta Flight one was pretty cool, and House Peg was really neat too. If you haven't seen that one, House Peg was really cool. With KLS fighting, that was really neat. All right, time in a bottle. We're gonna go have another conversation with Captain Kagran. We'll transwarp there because I'm impatient. Impatient and lazy.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning, every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
That sounds very PvP-ish. I don't want to do that. Tim, I am all with you on raking in the cheap dill, and I appreciate that you mentioned that because I haven't refined any today, and I should do that. So let's get some refining going. Too often, I will kind of forget that I am supposed to do that, and I'm always a little bit embarrassed when I forget.
Have you entered into negotiations with that Ferengi trader yet?
No, I guess I have not. To level 10. Okay. I'm pretty sure that I can do that one. I guess I've never been to the Donatu sector. This is the first time. Alright. I want the journal to go away. Meet with Quinn. Beam to Drozana Station. I'm guessing that this is Drozana Station right here.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
So the 77th rule of acquisition is if you break it, you bought it. All right, that's interesting. I didn't know that one. Dock at the station. It's almost there. 98%. Come on, Drozana Station, load faster. So I got a good tip over on YouTube about using anti-proton weapons on Iconians. And there was something that I thought of is I actually have some anti-proton ground weapons. Should I be using those against Iconians? Or is the... what am I packing right now? Is this Withering Disruptor split beam rifle just as good? I want to use whatever. I mean, I am perfectly okay with changing weapons, even if I have to change to one that's not a split beam. I'd rather not use pistols, but like if I have to switch to an assault, that's fine. I can do it. What is that? Select your ship. No, I don't need to select a ship. Take the turbo lift to Quinn's office. All right. It's a little sparkly thing over here. I gotta think this is it. Begin time in a bottle. Well, usual suspects. When the Ferengi stopped talking, I thought that I cut him off. I hope that Twitch isn't hitting you with like too many ads. I mean, I have really, I told them to give the absolute minimum amount of ads for my stream. So I'm really hoping that there are fewer than there have been in the past. Sir, business facilitator Quinn has rented space at this station for his private sales meetings. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumors are that it is a technological device of some sort. The price Quinn is asking for it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but that we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Understood.
May I help you?
Hello, nurse.
Wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. We had an appointment. I'm gonna see if I can turn the charm on a bit.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
I think I'm gonna negotiate rather than lie. Doesn't Quen want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
Alright, so she's not entirely happy here. However, I don't want to have to beg. I don't feel like we should have to beg here. So, if you don't let us pass, we're going to tear down the door.
Look, Quen hired me to answer the comms and chat up the customers, not to be security. Go right in. Just try not to break anything. Quen will find some way to blame the damages on me.
Pleasure doing business with you. That was kind of a fun little exchange. You were interrupting his legitimate business? Talk to business facilitator Quen.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quen. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble.
Oh boy.
Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. Oh, I want to mech up and annihilate his little guards so bad. I mean, the mech is maybe somewhat overkill, but it is really fun. Let's take everything first, then loot the bodies. All right, Quen.
Fine. I'll add that I was going to pay those guards to my Hold it.
I am
Whoa.
Ron, son of Grand Nagus Ron. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we can come to it.
I do like how he's clipped through the mech here.
Now, kiss the staff. Get out. Not you, Quinn.
I'm kind of sorry that I wasn't visible there. I would have loved to have seen the expression on it, but I really like using the mech. It's really fun. All right, talk to business facilitator Quen.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quen.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium, constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in the Capital Wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim, bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where'd you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vodwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding
Selling it as an
may
antique,
malfunction.
as
Maybe
it's
it's
a
not
no
fully
refunds.
operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comic cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go and stay out of trouble. Yeah, how'd you do that?
Don't let the staff of Ovis and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Oglo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vodwar purchase. And for now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about this force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the laptop we paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Okay. I mean, this is pretty obvious. I'm not that familiar with your background, Captain. I am curious, actually. I do want to know
I don't mind
that.
telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. And Captain Sisko helped me get into the Academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. I fought in the Dominion War, which is an experience I never want to repeat. And I spent some time on exploration ships. Then it was back to DS9 for a while, off to Utopia Planitia to work with the SCE, and finally taking command of the Chimera. Now I get to see the technology I helped develop at work in the field.
That's so neat. That's so cool. A long and interesting career, Captain. Glad to meet you.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors
Okay,
of the
this is
Vodwar
that
purchase.
same conversation
Quinn
bit.
left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it.
And we've had this
isn't
one
a very
also.
sophisticated
Just overload the
system.
EPS conduits? That really isn't very secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact.
Oh, they're right there. Administrative access.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
All right, investigate device. Oh no. There we go.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before.
All right, well, tell me about it, Nog.
I think I'm getting something. This is
I hate
definitely
temporal
Krennic
mechanics.
origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Okay, I don't want to say that. We'll just go, indeed, very interesting.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find.
I think we have looted everything in here,
if there's anything left to find.
so we can bail. Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant. All right, Manchester 5 to beam up. Let's go see what's happening in the Delta Quadrant. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's doing it again. For the second time. We haven't been streaming for 30 minutes. Goodness. All right, so I am guessing that I don't necessarily need to switch to anti-proton ground weapons. Like, that would not hurt or hinder nor help in my combat against. Stuck in the pattern buffer. That's so true. It's exactly what it is.
This is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts.
Chimera is a unique looking little ship.
Device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids? We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been
I'm not
patrolling through
interested in another round with the Vodwar. Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
That means you're about to fight some Vodwar. Launch fighters. Max impulse. Cut to thrusters.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found.
Turn on the headlight.
Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
What a big surprise. Target that Vodwar. Yikes. Face your... Wow. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Launch fighters. I don't know that we did this part. How are our shields doing? Actually, they're okay, and that cruiser is all done. Wow. Way to go, Nog. All stop. Scan the wreckage.
The wreckage appears to be Krenna. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
Okay, we have six fighters out.
Please state the nature of the emergency.
There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours.
Okay.
Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
A good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover. I'm guessing that he has marked where we're supposed to be going. Yeah, that's gotta be it. All stop. Okay, now I'll stop. Oh boy. Phasers fire well. Full thrusters. Emergency powered weapons. I did not expect Iconians out here. I'm not thrilled that they are here. Okay, overload beams, torpedoes full spread, and fire. Try the lance.
What exactly does low profile mean to you?
I was right there. I was right in the spot. You watch your mouth, Captain. You can set fighters to auto launch. I am gonna do that. As much as I like saying launch fighters, being able to just auto launch them would be great. Max impulse. Cut to thrusters. All stop. Scan the moon.
Arrows inbound. The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out.
Emergency powered weapons. Modulate direct energy. Phasers fire at will. Our torpedoes. Torpedoes full spread, fire. Phasers fire at will. Oh, that's all of them. That's all of the things.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we could find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Okay, it looks like it's outlined in green over here. You can't see that I'm pointing there, but you can see like right here, it looks like it is outlined in green. Is that what I want? I know, Dusk, right? Can you imagine? Like, he is at least like 3 or 4 pay grades beneath me mouthing off like that. All right, so I am on auto launch. So if I just hit this once, it'll keep launching them and make sure I have 6 out all the time. All right, that's what we want. Okay, yes, agreed. My team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly, but we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for the scans and let's get going. Wow, there's a lot of them.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on.
We're working on that, Nog, okay?
There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
Nog, you're
reading
not
another
especially
anomaly.
natural. Scan anomaly. Uh-oh. Okay. Do I need to
These
view
anomalies
results?
have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
All right, awesome. It looks like I still need to do one more mineral formation. And I think there's one right up here. And I'm dragging that little rock along with me.
The only
Nog
other
has
place
more
I've
Star
seen
Trek
sensor
cred than
readings
you.
like this
Yeah.
was in the wormhole.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Interrupted. Captains, heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back, Manchester. We'll deal with the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks.
Okay, Nog. I'm going to defer to your Star Trek cred. You were one of my least favorite characters on Deep Space Nine for a long time, but I'm still gonna go ahead and
This area
defer
looks
to your
defensible.
expertise
Get
here.
ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
I know you can get it to work, but hurry.
Here they come!
Yeah, it's mech time. I've got to use that little disengage move more often. Let's get back in here. Or let's not get in there. Oh, and I can't I can't drop mines right now.
I'm working as quickly as I can.
I gotta tell you, I'm not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Okay. Can I not drop mines?
I need more time to align these frequencies.
Oh no! We were getting hit from all over. Nog, your little device is not, it's not paying the bills. Can I not go down there? It sort of looks like I need to go down there. I do! Wow, that did not go great. Hey, what do these two abilities do? I need to like get an eye on. Reroute power to shields. I need to be using that a heck of a lot more. All right, back up. My mech hasn't quite recharged. It's not quite ready. Okay, Nog, if your little cool ability could do
Just
something
one more
now,
connection and
it would
that
be
should-
time. Nog learned from Cisco yelling at admirals is a common pastime of his. Okay, I do want to loot stuff. Whoa! All right. We have to move up the ridge. Oh, okay. Well, we'll move up the ridge. The loot, leave all that loot behind. Did you mean this ridge? As much as I hate having to get out of there early, maybe I can at least start the cooldown faster. This isn't great. All right, how is everybody doing? We have a couple people that are down. I mean, if these wanted to be like hypos and stuff, I'd be all right with that. Okay. So this is gonna kind of loop around, or so it would appear. That sounded real bad. Cutscene? That doesn't sound great.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Yeah. What's going on here?
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds.
Boy, you're darn
this
right.
Does not, however, assure me that
Excuse me.
will be allies to
Oh
my
boy, I
people.
hope that's not hiccups.
The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Okay, so run around and fix things. Understood. It looks like there's something over here that... Whoa. That was really unnerving. So these are all Iconians? How weird. All right. Talk to Engineer
Your
Cott.
fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow.
Hey, that's not our fault.
Had a contained space like
We
the
were defending
technology was
ourselves.
originally designed for. This wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can to assist.
Okay, now it's starting to
Yeah,
look like
I thought there would probably be a little mini game involved in that. Okay, you're welcome. That guy did not want to talk to us very much anymore. He was done. Aren't these guys weirded out? I would be.
They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
This is not the question to ask right or to say right now. The Heralds are a subservient species. They're not the Iconians themselves. Got it. Okay. I'll do what I can to help. Fix temporal emitter. Play minigame. The temporal compensators are out of alignment and may cause the temporal synchronization matrix to destabilize. Begin repairs. Oh boy. Okay, so it says they're out of alignment, so we'll realign. What do you think, Nog?
You need to disconnect the buffer.
Okay, I'm glad I asked. I was gonna just reconnect it, disconnect it, and then reconnect it. That we essentially turned it off and back on again. These guys should have just called the IT crowd. Close diagnostic.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
All right. I guess it is up here a ways.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
I feel like just being positive and helpful right now is the thing to do, and not ask them questions like, why are you having so many problems with it? What's wrong with you people? Sure, I'll help you. If this is your technology, why don't you just fix it? Okay, there may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should hold out until a new unit can be fabricated. Let's see here. Something is putting too much stress on these components. There may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should, well... If it says there may, why don't we scan for them? Microfractures detected. I'll bet we have to make an epoxy for them first. And then... There we go. Close interface. Without asking Nog. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That's 3. We can go talk to the Krenim leader and he'll be like, all right. Oh, Liz, what were you doing? Why are you guys not, around me helping out? Look at the size of that gun Nog has. All right, respect for Nog. He came to play. Look at that. You mean you're not Paris and Nog? Talk to Krenim leader.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
That doesn't sound interesting. That sounds terrible. What?
The repairs should be enough.
Oh, we can see this.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
Forgiven? Did this person not go to, like, Big Bad University? You don't forgive your minions when they mess up. You waste them. Ah, there's Taket. How you doing without that arm?
Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
So these are, okay, Iconians are these dudes.
And yet they injured even you, Taket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear. We should end their worlds asunder.
Oh, Taket, don't be a sore loser. Boy, Taket is very... The streets will run with the blood of the infidel! Yeah. Chill, Taket.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one.
That is Iconian for This Is the Way.
The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss.
Hey, having a little church service here?
As planned.
That was actually pretty cool that we could spy on them like that. That was neat.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need. And they all took off. Yeah, we need to make a deal with this Krenim leader, like, now.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
This is like, we didn't know you idiots could do this thing. I am gonna just try and sound like I'm on his level. You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work.
Isn't Anorax the guy from Ready Player One?
The ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel, that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would, until the Vodwar.
The Vodwar destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vodwar came, we hid ourselves in the time stream.
These guys are pretty darn smart when it comes to temporal mechanics.
Before the Vodwar arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vodwar threat before it even began.
Why haven't you done so already?
The Vodwar's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation.
What they're asking
Allow us a chance
is
to undo what the
pretty
Vodwar
big
did,
tweak to
and
the
we
timeline.
will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the
I feel like temporal genocide is against at least a few Federation policies. Dax, I'll bet you're right. I don't have a great command over Federation law, but I'll bet you're right.
We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this data back to the Alliance.
Are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ships. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vodwar? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians
Nog is excited. He is fired up.
That can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Manchester, 5 to beam up. Sir, is that what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships, and then, sir, you're not going to believe this. There's a planet here now. An entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet? Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain. But we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board. Dax is one of my favorite quotes I've heard today. Feel like temporal genocide is against at least a few Federation policies.
Is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
Alright, so bunch of experience, bunch of expertise. Special Duty Officer Somog. Okay, we'll check. Emote Ferengi Dance. I don't know that I'm gonna do a lot of Ferengi dancing, but it's nice to have it. 720 dilithium ore. Let's see what we've got. Temporal flux generator. Time shift for up to 5 seconds. While time shifted, gain immunity to all damage. Cannot use other abilities. Okay, so that's sort of like an ice block for a frost mage in World of Warcraft. Okay, Chronoton Jolt. Pushback area of effect. Whoa, hold on, I'm reading this here. Pushback area of effect, power recharge, and speed buff to allies, debuff to foes. Okay. That's not uninteresting. And Chronoton Split Beam Rifle, Mark 12. And what's it got going for? Anti-proton damage. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna get that rifle. Really? You think the Jolt? Two foes within 6 meters. Minus 50% run speed. That's not bad. Minus 10% power recharge speed per enemy target affected. That's not bad for 15 seconds. 25%, I mean, a 25% chance, that's 1 in 4. Minute 30 cooldown. And then to allies, a little bit faster run speed. 10% power recharge, time reduction per friendly target affected. So it's a nice little buff. Two allies and a pretty formidable little debuff to enemies in the area. Also a 25% chance to hold them for 3 seconds. All right, Tim, I'm gonna take your advice. We're gonna get the Chronoton Jolt.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Give me just a second, Captain Kagran. We'll have a chat in just a moment here. Figure out what we're not moving the exosuit. No way. I sort of like those drones. I'm gonna keep them. I like those exocomps a lot, so I'm keeping those. I love my mines, so it is gonna be this that goes away for the time being. It may come back, but for now, we're gonna throw this Chronoton Jolt out there. Okay, Captain Kagran, let's talk about Broken Circle here.
Report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with Iconians is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Travel to the Kiana system, which is located in the Delta Quadrant. All right. Emit unstable warp bubble training manuals. Okay. Iconian War Veteran. That must be a title. Neat. Look at all these goodies. Jam subspace transmissions. That's pretty tasty. Delta Alliance reinforcements beacon. Signals for a strike team of 3 Delta Alliance escorts to assist you in combat for 45 seconds. That's pretty nice. And then that one I don't need because I don't really use cannons. All right, well, we're putting the cart before the horse here. We will accept.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Dusk, let's see here. Spirit Caller, any recommendations for other playlists to watch on your YouTube channel? I think that the RimWorld one, if you've never played RimWorld before, it is a colony simulator, and it is one of my favorite games of all time. It is fantastic, and I think that one is one of my favorite. I would watch that one, and I have everything start to finish on there. If you really like, if you're in the mood to sort of chuckle at my rather feeble first streams, the Skyrim one is kind of funny. I really enjoyed that. I had a great time playing Skyrim start to finish. And I think all of those are on, I think. But that one's fun, but RimWorld is the one I would go with. That's my favorite. Okay, Broken Circle in progress. We are going to the Kiana system. No, we are here. Begin. Also, if you've never played RimWorld, it's not cheap. It's like $30, $35, but it's great. And the mod community on it is gigantically robust. Insanely robust. Captain Kagrin has left his aide, Lieutenant Tulek, to give you a brief tour of the Krenim research facility. So far, the Alliance's venture with the Krenim has been very productive. Together, our teams are making progress towards completing Anorax's designs for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The Lieutenant is waiting to greet you, sir. Acknowledged. That must be him right there. What's up, Lieutenant Tulek?
Greetings. On behalf of Captain Kagrin and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat.
Okay, Lieutenant
once
Tulek.
and for all.
He's excited about
Follow
this.
me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Lakota, hey, welcome. This is on PC. I am playing on PC. If it makes any difference, I play from the Epic Games launcher. My daughter plays as well. She plays off Steam, and she was able to play yesterday. So I can't say whether like the launcher will give you a better result. I don't know how consoles are faring, but I can confirm that I am playing like gangbusters, and I had the same issue everybody had. I was getting that same error message for a while, but you know, now I'm not, and I got a bunch of free stuff. Okay, lead the way, Lieutenant. I gotta tell it, Lieutenant Tulek looks a little bit like he has pajama pants on. Like those would be comfy to get into for
And here,
a nice
we have
nap.
the development area.
Hey, there's 7 and
How
9.
much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
Yeah.
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines.
That is how Seven says, this isn't my first rodeo.
Shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Speak with researcher Jolene. That must be this dude up here.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
What she said goes right over my head, but it sounds pretty cool. Time reshapes itself? Does that mean reality itself will change?
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
That could be as dangerous to us as it is to the Iconians.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
No, this is a recipe for destruction right here. This is a bad idea. Perhaps, but many terrible things have come about from the best of intentions. This is a bad idea. I'm going on record saying that this is a bad idea.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Lead the way, Lieutenant. Wow. Look at the view.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Speak to Temporal Agent Philip Cray. Aye, sir. I have a feeling this guy is maybe not so keen on it. Maybe he shares my opinion.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project.
Who are you? Yeah, who are you?
Well, where do I start? I'm 157 years old. But that's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Bozeman found it difficult to integrate back into Starfleet. So much had changed. The Temporal Intelligence Agency took in many of my shipmates, due to our first-hand knowledge of events that occurred in the past. So, that's where I ended up.
Why does this project need a liaison from Temporal Investigations?
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive.
Ah, Tim, look at that!
Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline.
I'd like everybody to know that Tim Higgins called that like a few minutes ago. And yet this weapon is being considered for exactly that purpose.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
So the directive is only a directive when it's convenient.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
I understand, Agent. I'll do my best to help you. I think that's a good line right there. I mean, I do have my objections, but I'm not going to say, and I'm going to talk to your manager. And they are a problem I don't need, that's for sure. We're just going to go with this. All right, begin briefing.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleet are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Oh, this sounds like this is going to be fun. Okay, we're ready to depart as soon as you are, sir. Great. Orders coming in from Captain Kagrin now, sir. The battle has commenced and Captain Paris is preparing to engage the enemy. The Manchester is to rendezvous with the task force waiting in the Kiana system and then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there. Acknowledged. That is a lot of ships.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
Okay. Warp to the Herald Sphere.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
That's so cool. I really liked Fallout a lot, and I would like to go back and continue doing Fallout again. Like, I'd like to actually go out and do Fallout 4 because I had never really gotten very far in it. I think that I would really enjoy it. So those are two that I would like to check out. Fallout 4 and I'd like to go back to New Vegas sometime. I don't know if I have my Fallout New Vegas videos up on YouTube. Okay. Now, yeah, there was a time when I'd stopped exporting everything from Twitch to YouTube. And when I went back recently and started doing like Mass Effect Andromeda, I thought, okay, I'm going to export again. I'm going to get back to doing that. And I'm glad that I did. I really am. Sir, the fleet is in complete disarray. That's great, Commander Flores. Thanks for the good news. We're picking up multiple distress calls, as well as an incoming transmission from Captain Paris. You want me to put them on the main view screen? On screen.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
We'll do all we can for those ships, Captain. Mostly because I thought you were super cool in Voyager and I really liked you. Okay, let's fire that up.
This is Carla Mex from the USS
Launch
Keller.
all the fighters.
Warp containment and are in need of immediate
Emergency power to weapons. Modulate direct energy. Overload beams. Let's see if we can't get rid of that one. Can I lance him? Yeah.
Down. Requesting immediate assistance.
Okay, phasers fire at will. Torpedoes full spread, fire. I was gonna say target shields, but I guess we don't. USS Montgomery Scott, that's fantastic. I love it. That's so good. I guess we're going to scrap with these two over here. Are my fighters? Yep, they're still there. All right. Emergency power to weapons. They just fire at will. Can't do the lanes yet. You know what? I can do. Fire artillery. Oh, that battleship has tractored me. You jerk. Overload beams. Fire torpedoes. Lasers fire will. Those gateways are annoying. Alright, how are we doing here? Let's get that. Damage control teams. Please fix my shields. Laser fire will. There we go. Shoot at all the things and all the people. Torpedoes full spread. Come about. Fire. Alright, I cannot be firing my torpedoes. I don't care for that one bit. There we go. Damage control teams. I don't remember what that ability is called, but it heals my shields, and I really like that. Laser fire will. Emergency power to weapons. Overload beams. Let's get rid of this last guy here. Oh, he is not the last guy. Gosh darn it. Am I missing some? Transfer power to disabled systems. Oh, there we go. That's what I needed to do. All right. Reinitialize weapons array. I'll stop. I don't know if I'm gonna get to this one in time. I guess I didn't. Damn it. But it doesn't look like that's a loss factor. I guess I don't lose if that happens, which is good.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
Oh, Kagran, you're
farewell,
nuts.
Captain. Today is a good day to die.
Is he gonna just crash in it? Ah, respect.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
I guess I'm just sort of camped out watching this?
We're falling back.
Didn't we just see this part?
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
We just saw this happen.
Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
Alright. Kagran nails it.
Into the gateway.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
Okay. The pathway is clear to follow the dreadnought to the gateway. Yes, enter. Oh, man, I really like Fallout 76. I think Fallout 76 gets a bad rap, Dusk. I think that, you know, people, because like when it came out, it was not great. But I think that it has really come around, and it's a lot of fun. We've traveled to inside the sphere. From what we know, the Heralds use this sphere to control and protect the Iconian Gateway Network. We've had strike forces assaulting spheres like this one since the beginning of the war, but we've never managed to do more than knock the gateways offline temporarily. First priority is finding our strike teams. The enemy flagship is straight ahead. Priority hail coming in from Captain Paris. On screen.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Clear the way for troop transports and then signal them to send boarding parties. Understood. We'll clear the path. Well, I mean, we'll try. Lasers fire at will. Emergency powered weapons. Modulate direct energy. Torpedoes full spread. Fire. Lasers fire at will. Wonder if I can come about and get torpedoes on them. Torpedoes full spread, fire.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound.
I'll stop.
We need to deal with them.
I am happy to do that, Captain Paris, but I don't know where they are. I'll stop. All right, there's none showing up there. I don't have any on visual. I mean, do we just wait until these carriers get in there and... Oh, they're over there. Okay. Phasers fire at will. Emergency power weapons modulate direct energy. Fire. Torpedoes full spread. Fire. Yikes, this is bad. Boy, rushing in like that was perhaps unwise. Alright, let's lance this guy. Or maybe we won't need to. Okay, there's more of them there. Let's come about. I want to get more fighters in the air, for sure. That should happen now. That's good. Okay. Lasers fire at will. Torpedoes full spread, fire. There, I think we got this guy. That raider is done. Target that gateway. Got it. Target that... I guess the battleship? Are there others over here? Nope. Yikes. Phasers fire at will. Modulate direct energy. This doesn't look good at all. Damage control teams. Oh, this is bad. Phasers fire at will. This is super bad. Miracle working. Let's do that. Rock and roll. Let's back off, lick our wounds for just beam to flagship. Okay.
Boarding parties are on the flagship.
Sounds fun. Yeah, let's do
resistance.
that.
I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
All right. Sir, interference from the sphere is blocking some comm signals. Attempting to compensate now. Do what you can.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
We're safely aboard. Away teams are engaging the Heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
That sounds like an old-fashioned pirate raid, Captain. I'll bet that he really liked that. Okay, let's put the jolt thing. I want to put it. Can I drag it down here into the 4 slot? Oh, man, I know that I can do this, and I just don't remember how to do it. Or am I just too much of a spaz with the mouse to do that? Well, I've obviously done this before. Maybe I just can't while I am in this? Okay, so it is equipped. Don't want to discard it or anything. All right, we're not going to worry about it for the time being. There's a lot to do. Talk to Lieutenant Tulloch
Away
in his
teams are
pajama
attacking
pants.
power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
You bet. Follow me. That sounds awesome. We have a bunch of Klingons with us. That's badass. Think we're gonna go here, and it looks like maybe hang a left.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
Yeah, I imagine that was probably the case. You know what? Let's drop mines first. I can't whistle up my guys, but I can mech up.
Detecting life signs and weapons discharges. Dead ahead. Detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Sounds awesome. That's exactly what we want. Alright, we're gonna lose the mech here in a minute. In fact, let's go ahead and just pop out. Get the cooldown started on it. And loot the bodies! Alright, none of that is great, but it's not awful. This looks like something I can play with, though, over here. Oh no. What's going on here? She couldn't wave her hand and waste us, and she's grouchy about it. Boy, would I like to have my mech about now. Boy, I mean, I am always tanking, it seems like. Is that pretty common? Everyone else in your team is really just DPS and you are the tank? Oh, I can't mech yet. You know, but we can get these guys out. That's good. Oh, I know what we can do.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Oh, damn it. I was just doing the little...
What are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
We disabled some power junctions, but Matara escaped using a gateway. We must be doing some damage to get her attention.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
That would be awesome.
Herald, reinforcements!
Really? Oh, yeah. How about that?
We need to disable the other junction, sir.
Yes, we do. We also have to loot the bodies. I mean, don't lose sight of the small picture. That being looting the bodies. All right, disable.
There is another power junction ahead.
Great. But get out of the way. All right, I'll walk around. I think I hit my little... I think I activated my tribble there. I can kind of hear it. So we need to go back up there. I think it is over here is where the door is that we can go through. Whoa, this is interesting. Disable? Is she gonna pop back in and wave her hand? Oh, we chased you off last time you tried that. Do I have my mech on cooldown yet? I do. There she is.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
It's working. She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Yeah, she's running off now.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure. The other interface is just over there.
All right, let's pop out so that the mech can start cooling down.
I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Awesome. Let's take a quick look at the map here. How do we get there? Straight ahead. I guess the doors you can go through have little green lines on them, and ones you can't go through have red lines. That sounds pretty standard to almost every video game I've ever played.
Another junction just ahead, sir.
That's awesome. Thank you, Lieutenant.
If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
I feel like I've heard someone else say that. She's probably gonna pop back in again.
Signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
I am. I'm doing big damn hero stuff, lady. Although I gotta tell you, I sure wish that I had my. I mean, could I just sit here and wait?
Scans confirm
No,
her
that's
energy
cowardly.
readings are decreasing. This could work.
Okay, little explosive drones, go get her. Alonzi, attack. What's going on with this? There they go. Whoa, a harbinger of Nutara is here.
A harbinger! Prepare yourself!
Oh, hell.
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
Ran into another one. No. Did he drop his stick? Can I take it? All right. So, all right. First off, let's get Eliza Flores back up. Someone else is getting to Varel. Okay, good. Now, what do we have to do here? What's our next? Get to command center. I am assuming that's going to be, yeah, on the other side. All right.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Oh, and it's probably going to be just jammed full of Iconians. Or at least it will be as soon as we hit one of them. But Neck is ready. I mean, I could wait until this finishes cooldown, but that would be... I feel like that's probably not necessary. That is off cooldown, which is fantastic. All right. What does that one do? Oh, that's the Borg one. That's right. Okay, here we go. Cue the gate. Here she comes. I hate you. I'm gonna kill you. You're a peasant, etc., etc. I told you, big damn hero. All right, back time. Well, that didn't go as great as I had hoped. That was terrible. Is everybody there? Well, come on, guys. That wasn't so good at all. Lieutenant Tulloch is up there. He's doing the work all by himself. The little orbital bombardment thing is pretty cool. I like that. Oh, there's a Chronoton Jolt. Let's use it. What was that that just annihilated me? It's this little like flamethrower thing. Oh, it's a gateway. All right, I need to, if like a gateway shows up, that has to go down. That has to be like a priority target. If she puts a gateway down, because those rough you up.
On their way.
All right, let's get exocomps back. What was that? I mean, Lieutenant Tulloch was the big hero there. I don't know. I think we're probably right. There we go. Orbital bombardment. See how you like that. And then splody drones. More splody drones. It's just me and Colas against her now. Oh no! Oh, I'm in one of these. This isn't good at all. Oh, that's the defiler there. Yikes.
More reinforcements. Watch your back.
I would really like to have the rest of my guys out. Well, it won't matter. Okay, at least I'll respawn with all my people. Those rolls in that in that skirt, I mean kilt, are brave. Uh-oh. Do I have my mech. You know what? That defiler there, and I think it's fair that I have my mech here for him. Wow. Man, he just eats that up. And the mech doesn't have like a heal on it, although... All right. Oh, those are unprotected. Run! Oh, is she gonna do this again? Oh, there we go. Orbital bombardment. And explodey drones. Go! I think the mines actually hit her. Okay, give me my exocomms. There we go. I think we got her. Uh-oh. Give me explodey drones. All right. All right, there's the last one. There we go. Just run through that to get full health. Disable. Oh, and she can't even escape. She looked kind of like she was moonwalking. I mean, Chiquette would love to. Chiquette, you got your arm cut off already. You're nothing.
I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they
There we go. That's a little bit more Big Bad Guy 101 right there.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
What are you talking about? Let's kill Chiquette. We got him on the run. All right. We are apparently getting the heck out of here.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Matara is dead.
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Acknowledged. Yeah, I like that idea. Max impulse. Get the heck out of here. There are a lot of ships. I agree with you, Commander Flores. Now, watch the road.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
Cut to thrusters. I'll stop. It says to scan a derelict vessel. Is there... Did I blow through one, or is it one that's like above or beneath me? There it is. Alright, half thrusters. I'll stop. Gateways are opening at the edge of the system. Alliance Command is ordering all available ships to fall back and not engage Herald ships. It's time to go. Agreed. Laying a course out of the system. Sir, I'm detecting escape pods on long-range sensors. Oh, man. Alright, max impulse. There's the Star Dancer. I had a friend on that ship. I'm sorry, Elisa. Cut to thrusters. We lost so many ships. What could be worth this price? I'll stop. Scan escape pods. We've recovered all we can, sir, but there are few survivors. All of these ships, all of these people. Steady. This is not time to mourn. Course laid in for the Iconians system. We can depart on your order. Yeah. Maximum warp engage. And that was one of those at what cost wins. We have a lot fewer ships than we had when we left. We've returned to the Iconians system, sir. Several of the senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. I thought that was Captain Kagran. I thought he died. Speak to Captain Kagran, Captain Nog, and Captain Paris. Knowledge. Well, that's good. I like Captain Kagran. I'm glad that he did not die. Alright, we'll talk to Nog.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Kagran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology.
Yeah.
Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career.
I'm with Nog here. This is...
I'm not sure anyone.
This is bad news, but maybe it is. I understand your concern, but it's our best option. It might be kind of our only option. All right, let's talk to Captain Paris.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
You can't blame yourself, Captain. They knew the risks and they were willing to take them. I thought you were dead. I'm so glad you're not dead.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure.
Really?
We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great.
Oh, okay.
The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
We had to take the risk, Captain. We couldn't wait for the Krenim weapon.
Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stavokor this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians. Yes, I am. Back to Manchester. Energize. And I think that's gonna do it for me for now, guys. Oh, let's pick our... What are we getting here? Okay. I guess we have to talk to him.
Today. and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, correct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
All right, so what choice do we get? Emit unstable warp bubble training manuals. I feel like that sounds like it might be useful at some point. Iconian War Veteran title, that's awesome. Bunch of dilithium ore, that's great. Let's see, is this is Tetrion damage. All right. Reactive Armor Catalyst Pack. Package contains 5 reactive armor catalysts, which can be used to provide a boost of temporary... No, I don't want those. Okay, Jam Subspace Transmissions. Back area of effect, debuff and disable select skills for all foes. So this is a ground one. Disable summoning reinforcements. That's not bad. Summoning reinforcements, fields, and fabricating devices for 20 seconds. I gotta tell you, that's pretty tasty. That sounds awful good. Delta Alliance reinforcements, we looked at that one. And then this here is for cannons, and I don't use cannons. Guys, I'm thinking that Jam Subspace Transmissions is the one to get. What do you guys think? Weigh in here. I would love your opinion on this. There's also the full auto rifle, or these armor catalysts, but I gotta think that this is the one to get. Jam Subspace Transmission seems like the one. Plus, it also reduces their damage for 20 seconds. That's crazy. That's so long. That is ages in a ground fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with Jam Subspace Transmissions, and I'm gonna be happy that I'm gonna get that Elite Captain pack so that I'll get to carry around another kit module, and then maybe I'll slap this in. I think I'm gonna get Jam Subspace Transmissions, guys. The debuff, the damage debuff is fantastic, and disabling summoning reinforcements that could be just a huge game changer against the Iconians. We're gonna take it. Collect reward.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
All right, well, that is gonna do it for me now. I'm gonna go get pizza. But I will be back for more Star Trek Online on Thursday. That'll be 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 on the East Coast. Hey, you are very welcome, Dusk Carter. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know what you think about them. I hope that you enjoy the RimWorld one. That was such a labor of love for me. I had such a good time playing it, and I will probably do another RimWorld playthrough at some point in the future. I mean, eventually, I will want to break from Star Trek Online. I don't know when it's going to be, though. I mean, I might get to a point with Admiral Hammer here and decide, it'd be fun to play my Klingon character, and then do that. Tim, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys, I appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. Having you here, it really does just make it for me. That's it, though. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Have a fantastic week, and I hope to see you on Thursday. That's going to do it. So long.